Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment, where last time we had the sudden idea to go and visit Merriman with the little ice thingy-dots that we've gotten. So we're going to head there, hopefully get Delora's keys, and then we can use them to go and talk to Delora and encourage her to have a chat with us about Echo, so that we can then work out what her issue is, although we've got the Fiend's Tongue, which I think is what we need for that. And I don't know what's going to happen at that point. We'll work out things when we do. I also want to get rid of Ignis. I probably need to have a look at that when we can. I mean, I could just faff about on controls and just hope something works, but I think that seems like it's like I could easily spend an awful lot of time kind of faffing there and messing around with controls, and it won't be enjoyable. I think if we stumble across it, or if anyone tells me, then I might get on with it, but I don't think we're going to go out of our way just to struggle with it. He's probably down this way, isn't he? There he is. Merriman. He's getting pushed by Anna. Well, is there something that will wipe my mind of these accursed memories? I certainly hope you haven't returned with that. Okay. Right, okay, there's that idea out of the way. Okay. Right. Well, that's going to be scuppered. I thought that was it. Oh well. Alright. What have I got then? Maybe we should actually go to the, go back to the museum and actually find out what we've got. It might be useful to actually know what we've got from this. Let's have a look. Several shards of black crystal or ice swirl within the freezing wind. No, that's something new. Dark birds of Acanthus leads them be. Oh, you're just strongly sent it. Ivana, do you have questions regarding one of my pieces? Yes, I do. Which one? Ooh, there's a lot of things here. I'm tempted to go through all of these, actually. One of the paintings, so we'll do that last. Yes, one of the paintings. Oh, I can't remember which one of one of these. Oh, the Grey Hag of Oinos, because that's the one that gave us the memory, I think. It's said to be a portrait of Brothel Puzzlewell, very likely the most evil hag ever to have terrorized the Grey Waste and beyond. What do you know of her? She is a night hag, one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Waste, who came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's will, and that Brothel was thus banished from Sigil, imprisoned within one of the lady's mazes on the ethereal, where her body rests to this very day. Brothel was said to have been a master of riddles and puzzles. I think we'll get on smashingly. But it was believed that one riddle, one question in particular, was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? That is not the first time we've heard this question, I'm sure. Several times that's popped up, I think, hasn't it? Or am I making it up? She issued a challenge to any who were interested. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft, if they could only answer the question to her satisfaction. If they could not, they consented to be her next meal. Many died, coveting Ravel's teachings. It's believed that until her final hours in Sigil, Ravel never discovered the answer to her question. Go on. Ravel's crime was believed to be some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself for some unknown reason. This is all I know of her. One of the pieces. No, the statue of the Screaming Man, that's this thing. This statue is believed to be the final fate of the Etherian sorcerer Gangroigedon, attacked by a conclave of rival sorcerers at the height of his dream madness. He was imprisoned with a spell that turned his flesh to stone. Gangroigedon
is said to have been frozen with a final awful curse upon his lips. A curse so terrible it was never meant to be spoken by the lips of a living man. It is said that the fury of the curse was enough to blister the flesh from the bones of those that heard it, and that it could even shatter the stones themselves.
Okay. Let's just ask you about the birds then. I could go through everything, but I can't. I would then have to go back through everything to try and find things. Ooh, the bat horn of Acheron, that's this one, because you couldn't blow it.
Ah, the cleansing horn, a horn of beaten lead, metal, drawn directly from the cube of Acheron. It is said that the cleansing horn last sounded where the companies of the Jackal and the Gouge-eyed clans met for their battle at the disputed lands. Legends tell us that this horn's power was used near the battle's end to draw the floating cubes together, crushing the routing company of the Jackal before it could escape.
Cubes? Acheron?
Acheron is a plane of harshly enforced order, where conformity is more important than good. It is composed of gigantic metallic cubes which float through an endless void. Many cubes are large enough that cities or entire kingdoms have been built upon their faces.
Well, let's ask about the dark birds of Acanthus.
Updated my journal.
All of them are chipped from the great magical sheet of black, infinite ice that rests in the black belly of the plain of Acanthus.
Ivana pauses, tapping her chin.
It is said that this sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollections of all that have plunged into the Styx's memory-destroying waters still lie frozen within the ice.
Ooh, right, okay. Ah, okay. If the waters of the Styx destroy one's memories, would this ice from Acanthus do the same?
I could only assume so, yes.
Right.
All right.
Back to Merriman. Back to Merriman. Everyone's running. It's weird, I can keep up with Dakon when running, but when walking, I'm the slowest person in the group.
All right.
Maybe when we walk, just we're really nonchalant. Just like, doesn't matter. It's only my memory and my my life and my very existence that we're gonna get to. It's not that important. I'm always going to go in the wrong direction, aren't I? Like, he's probably going around that way. Yep, looks like it. Yep. He's walking away from me. He's getting away. Quickly, talk to him. Right. Well, have you something that will wipe my mind of these cursed memories? Certainly hope you haven't returned without. You'll never get the keys to Laura's heart that way. Here, take this mug. It holds a dark bird of Acanthus, a sliver of ice from the river Styx. It should wipe your memories clean. Merriman takes the mug and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him with a somewhat startled expression. Merriman?
Updated my journal.
Merriman looks at you confused, then at the paper's hands. He reads it up. Congratulations, Merriman. You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key in your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door to this building, for more information. He looks to you again. Well, it would seem I owe you thanks, good sir. Here, take this key. I'd best find this Splinter fellow and find out what's going on. Thank you, and good luck. No. I keep wanting to move the camera, which is sad. Like other games. Oh, you're running that way. And there we go. Now we've got that. We want to head into here. And then we can go to Delora, give her the keys.
Right.
Actually, what does it say about the keys? Oh, it's got a little heart as well. This pair of keys is attached to a keychain from which a heart-shaped charm dangles. Ah. The surface of the heart is inscribed with hundreds of tiny numbers and the word Delora. She's normally around here. That doesn't mean she currently is. Ah, there she is. Delora, did you find him? Has he agreed to return the keys to my heart? Yes, I have the keys to your heart. Here they are.
Updated my journal.
At last. As she takes the keys from her grasp, her hand brushes against yours. Her skin is dry, but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me, thank you. Of course, Delora had some questions. Ooh. I was hoping to learn more about your nature. Merriman never told me much regarding my construction. I know little of the inner workings of my body, much as you likely know little of yours. Outwardly, though, I'm a human woman in all respects, save for the texture and temperature of my flesh. Does that satisfy your curiosity? What do the keys do exactly? I can only assume that Merriman made the keys so that there would be no risk of me drawing away from him before he had tired of his experiment. Now they are in my possession, I am free to develop and possess my own emotions. How does your mind work then? What about these emotions? Its functions are as much a mystery to me as any human's. When I first came to this place, I did not understand emotions, nor have any of my own. I have feelings now, though I'm only beginning to understand them. Question? What can you tell me about the silent prostitute?
Updated my journal.
Yes, her name is Echo. Her voice, and in fact her every means of communication, was stolen and destroyed. Echo's words once wooed away the paramour of the godling Paramisha. Paramisha, in a jealous rage, tore away Echo's voice, sealed it within a crystal vial, and hurled it into Megalamdriga's maw. Echo's voice is forever lost to her. Only another, her new voice, could return to her the ability to communicate once more. I know this because I spoke to Paramisha's paramour myself once. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? I will assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know with whom it now rests. You may wish to ask Nenny, however, as she sees much of what occurs. How could someone's scent be stolen? Vivian utilizes an aspect of the art to create, change, and enhance the olfactory aspects of an object, living or dead. Perhaps the thief knows some of these skills as well. Her scent would have to rest in an object, however, and not on the thief, were that the case, else Vivian would know them by their smell. Okay, any other questions? Do you know anything about Revel?
Updated my journal.
I know that she was, or is, should she still be numbered among the living, a night hag of great power and inestimable evil. The Lady of Pain banished her to an extra-dimensional prison for crimes against the city of Sigil. You would do well to speak to Eves of her. She knows a great many tales and can likely tell you Revels. We've already spoken with... Echo.
All right.
Go. Her courtesies approach her carefully painted lips forming the slightest smile. I had some questions. May I ask why you can't communicate? Was your voice stolen? She says.
Updated my journal.
Nods viciously, casting your hands together and smiling at you. Do you know of any way to get your voice back? She shakes her head. Her face wrought with frustration. She only looks at you pleadingly as if expecting an answer. I will look for a way to return your voice. Echo nods to you, slowly smiling at you with eyes full of gratitude. I'll look for someone. Give you a voice then.
Updated my journal.
But I thought I had a thing. Fiend's silvery tongue floating in a jar of brine. It said that once placed into the mouth of any living thing, it'll give the ability of speech, even though there's none before. I have a thing. Oh wait. I've gotten this fiend's tongue for you. She raises her eyebrow and gives you a skeptical look. I'm told that should you place it in your mouth, you'll regain the ability to communicate. She nods and takes the bottle from you. She gingerly picks out the severed tongue from the briny solution. After staring at it for a moment in disgust, place it in her mouth. Suddenly, her eyes widen and there's a burst of reddish light from between her lips. Are you alright? Okay. Echo opens her mouth, closes it, then opens it once more, and speaks. I can speak again. Oh joy! I thank... Damn thee to the darkest of pits, thou stench-ridden worm. Kneel before me in supplication, insect. Yikes! Hey? Echo yelps and covers her mouth with both hands. Her eyes are wide with panic. It must be the fiend's tongue.
Updated my journal.
She slowly takes her mouth away from her mouth, nodding. It seems I must devour thy frail shell and consign thy soul to the abyss for all eternity. Thou shalt serve in my battle thrall till the plains grind to a halt. Thou art mine, mine. Echo shuts her mouth again and begins to softly quietly weep. Wait, try using these divas. Oh, okay, we're using them now. Divas tears. They should soothe the tongue's cursing.
Updated my journal.
She nods, smiling, takes the vial from you. Echo places a few of the sparkling blue drops onto her tongue. I believe the tears are working. Yes, they are. I can speak in my own voice once more. Oh, how I thank you. Echo squeezes your hand and bows her head gratefully, her eyes welling with tears of joy. It's my pleasure to help you. Farewell, Echo. Is that it? Had some questions. Trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? Actually, he said, no, I've no idea. Have you spoken to Nenny? No, that's it. Can't remember what Nenny said. I should ask her again.
Done.
Done. Nenny's around here, isn't she? Isn't she? Is she in one of these rooms? Is she in this room? Is Juliet? Nope. No, she's not in there. Oh, that's the way down, which we've already investigated. There's Vivian. This is... Nenny. Well met, good sir. I'm Nenny, and how are you this fine day? Oh, we've met before. Some questions. Trying to find Vivian's scent. You know where it might be.
Updated my journal.
I saw that man, mean Marissa, sneaking out of Vivian's room one night. Now, I'm not saying she took it, but I know Marissa's not a very nice person, and that sure sounds suspicious, huh? I'd go ask her about it. Well, I wish to know. That was Marissa. Oh, here's Marissa. That's why the veil smelled, isn't it? Yes. I had some questions. I was told you were seen sneaking away from Vivian's chambers recently. Is that connected with her missing scent somehow?
Updated my journal.
Marissa says nothing, though an angry hissing issues from the darkness around her. Yes, I've been known to creep into Vivian's chamber for some of her perfumes, though I doubt you meet another here who hasn't. If you're implying that I got her personal scent, well, feel free to sniff around. You'll not find it on me or in my chambers, I assure you. Trying to find it. Do you know where it might be? No, I've no clue.
Done.
Done. No, that's not relevant. That's also not relevant. Right. Where would she put it? Oh, where would she put it? She'd probably put it down here in her friends area, if it's somewhere. Unremarkable silk handkerchief. I want to take the silk handkerchief just in case it is, but I don't think it's that relevant. I was thinking it might be a relevant thing of being what we're after. Use the tail chaser. This container is locked.
Yes. Aye?
Thief. Do your thieving.
Might as well.
Love letter. Passionate, steamy, and rather graphic love letter. It's who it's to and whom it's from, however, quite vague.
I'm gone.
I'm gone. Let's rummage through all of the little chests and whatnot.